So the early practices when you're first starting, and this is another thing people don't like, they're like, well, I want to just punch and kick things and I want to spar with people. It's like, okay.
I want to break bricks
Exactly.
with my hand.
Exactly. Like, it's like, slow your roll, dude. Like, let's learn how to actually stand and walk first. So we have, Shotokan karate is pretty well known amongst martial arts practitioners as having like very square stanced and very linear movements, and part of that is to deal with the balance. So my personal experience when I started, my first month of practice was essentially like you learn how to stand and you learn how to walk in a stance and moving your hips in such a way to be able to balance yourself when you're kind of low to the ground in this stance. I didn't learn any punches or kicks or blocks or do any sparring for a month.
Wow.
And
how many times a week were you going?
I was going like 3 times a week.
Okay.
So
and how long is an average session?
An hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. So and like that first month, like I had pristine model feet, and now I have the hooves of a goat. Like, but when I started, I got so many blisters because we practice on a hardwood floor barefoot, and so you're learning essentially a new way to walk, a new way to kind of have in a stance, and it can be really hard on your feet. So I developed a lot of blisters, and now I have so many calluses that I could probably walk through coals and that wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So very, very ugly feet. Karateka do not have pretty feet.
Oh, they do not have pretty feet.
No.
But do you walk on gossamer wings? Are you very graceful?
I think I can be, but probably, not. That's actually another thing too, that as you train, initially when you start, everything is like you want to use your muscles a lot and, be very strong and powerful and punch really hard and, stamp and stomp. But you find out over time, like one, that's less effective because you're using a lot of energy in your muscles, and that actually makes you slower. Okay. But then also the stamping and stomping can hurt your ankles and your knees. Yeah. And so over time, you can actually, or I've seen people, and I have developed a way to get through practices, and you almost can't hear people walk. Yeah. Like it's just like walking down the hall, you make noise. Yeah. Like when you're walking on the hardwood floor. Mm-hmm. It's like now it's a little more quiet. And, okay. And that's true in practice. And then just when I walk on bare feet, and it's not like something I've done intentionally, it's just something that's developed over time.